Good morning, friends. Today is a new day in our remote learning, and it's going to be a little bit different from what we have done in the past 2 weeks. So, in the past 2 weeks, I've been giving you guys those daily check ins just to kind of fill a void in case you guys were a little bit unstructured. But this week, since you have your brand new contingency packet, I'm going to be going over what is in there and kind of guiding you guys through it. And that way, if you have any questions or you're confused about something, you can send me a message on Dojo or even shoot me a phone call if you would like, if that works better for you. So we're going to quickly go through our morning meeting, and then we're going to get into what is in your contingency packet for today. So today is March 30th, 2020. We're coming to the end of the month. On Wednesday, we'll have a new month, and if you know what month that is, maybe you could tell somebody in your house. Today is Monday. So for today's morning meeting, share it. If you want to share something that you did over the weekend, you can feel free to do that on my dojo if you want to message me or tell just someone in your household. I know we're a little bit limited now of the things that we do over the weekend, especially this weekend. It was very rainy and there was thunderstorms. But this weekend I did a lot of reading. Maybe you did the same and you want to share what book that you got to read this weekend. So this is what your contingency plan looks like. And today is day 11 of our remote learning. So the first section is foundations. And for today, you have a let's sort activity. You're sorting the suffix S sounds. So I'm going to go back over here to our foundations drill. And sorry, this is a little blurry. This is the best one that I could find. But when you have a suffix S at the end of the word, remember there's always a base word. So you tap that first. And then you add the suffix S on the end. And the suffix S can make one of two sounds, okay? So it either sounds like S, snake, S. And if you want to repeat, that's great, which is what we learn in kindergarten and what we're used to. And then in first grade, we get a new sound for suffix S, which is S, bugs, Z, which is similar to the sound that Z makes. Okay, we're going to take a break from vowel sounds today for our vowel team, and we're going to go over our long vowels and our short vowels, okay? So remember, that's why we have Flippy the Dolphin when we're reading. Vowels are that special letter in our alphabet that can make two sounds. So we have A, apple, A, safe, A. E, ed, E, Pete, E. And don't forget that that magic E is what comes at the end of words to make the vowels say their names, okay? I, itch, I, pine, I. O, octopus, O, home, O. U, up, U, mule, U, rule, ooh. Nice job, friends. And then for our next section of the day 11 would be our reading. Okay, so I actually worked with all the first grade teachers to put together some books that went along with our reading strategies that we're learning about in first grade. So the first story today is If You Give a Pig a Party. Okay, it's sort of similar to the story If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. And I included the link here, but I'll also send it to you in your dojo message. Okay, so you can just listen to that story, and then you're going to fill out the sequence of events. So remember, when we do sequence of events, it's first, next, last. And not everything in the story, just the most important things that you think happened first, next, and last, okay? And you could do pictures and write sentences for that one. Next, you have your writing prompt. If you were a butterfly, what color would you be and where would you live? Okay, so that's pretty cool. So you're going to finish that. Make sure you're doing it in complete sentences using your Calvin capitals and your Edna ending marks. All right. And all of this work that you're completing, I would love to grade. So if you finish it today or whenever you do finish it, you're either going to have to bring it back to school with you when we return to school, or if you want to make things a little bit easier, you can take pictures of your completed work and send them to me. And I will keep track of that, who's sending me that, and then I'll be able to grade it that way, okay? Because this is required. This is something that you have to do. All right, this is part of your first grade learning today. So for math today, we are going over lesson 8, topic 8, lesson 4. Okay, so these are all lessons that we chose based upon the skills that were a little bit trickier for first graders. So we wanted just to review those with you today. So I'm going to go over this one first. This should be the first page. So at the top, you can see there's a part of what we call a learning bridge video. And this is the video that we usually watch. And it's not a video at the top, but you can look at it and it'll help you know what we're learning about today. So it says 35 stands for 3 tens and 5 ones. The 3 is in the tens digit and the 5 is in the ones digit. So 35 has 2 digits because in first grade, we are working on 1-digit numbers and 2-digit numbers. And then when you move on to second grade, you're going to have 3-digit numbers. So a digit is just how many numbers there are, okay? And then you can see this table here. This is a model to show the tens and the ones, okay? When we draw a model for the tens, we do a line. And when we draw a model for the ones, we do a dot. Okay, and then over here on this side, it's the same model. They're just writing the numbers instead of the model. So 33 tens and 5 ones makes 35. Okay. Do you understand down here? How are these numbers alike? How are they different? There's 46 and 64. You can answer that here as best you can. All right, and then over here, count the tens and ones and write the numbers. So here I see there are 3 tens, so I'm going to go ahead and write 3. And then I count that there are 8 ones, so I'm going to go ahead and write that. And then I'm going to finish 3 tens and 8 ones is the number. I'm going to put them together, 38. Okay, so you're doing the same thing here. For this is just extra practice for you. Okay, and they actually want you, I'm going to show you with the pen, they want you to count the tens and the numbers when you're counting. Okay, so this would be 10. Sorry, it's hard to write with this pen. 20, 21, 22, okay, and then you keep going, 23, 24, and 25. Sorry, it's really sloppy, but you guys can do a better job. And this is just another way for you guys to count your tens and your ones. So then when you come down here, we can write there are 2 tens, and there are 5 left over. So in all, the number is 25. Okay, same thing over here on this side, same exact thing. And then over here, they're just having you break the numbers down in a different way. 68 is 6 tens and 8 ones, or 8 left over. And then opposite, blank is 7 tens and 2 left over, 2 ones. So that would be the number 72. Okay, and if you guys have any questions with that, please just let me know. All right, and then we're going to go to this next one here. Okay, and this is more practice of the same. Okay, so you're just going to count the tens and you're going to write it in the model. And then you're going to tell me how many tens and ones, what number that is. Pretty simple, I think, for you guys. And then over here, you're going to match the number with the correct model. Okay, so again, if you have any questions about any of this, please let me know. I'm here to help you guys. But that's your math work for today. And again, if you finish and you want to take pictures of it and send it to me, I love that. I welcome that. Or if you want to just hand it in when you come back to school, that is fine as well. All right, so the last thing is science. And science, we were just finishing up. And we were going to actually start a new topic, which was going to be about the patterns in the sky. So today you're going to read 2 pages in science. You're going to read the daytime sky, which is page 280. Or I'm sorry, 280. And then you're also going to read objects in the sky, which is 279. I believe this one's first. So if you want to start with that, that's fine. So they have a picture of the Eiffel Tower in Paris here. Okay, they have it in the daytime and in the nighttime. How do objects in the sky seem to change? So down here, you're going to write what you notice has changed in the sky. Okay, in the sky. All right, and then over here, the daytime sky. So then we're just going to take a look at what the sky is like during the day. Just the day, okay? And you're going to read about the sun up close and the sun from Earth. And then when you're done, down here, your evidence notebook, you're going to work with a partner, but you obviously are just going to work with yourself, or you can work with your parents. And you're going to talk about what you know about the sun in the daytime sky. So what do you notice about it? Anything you notice about the sun outside. And you're going to try and use evidence to tell you how you know. So that's just looking outside at the sun. Try not to look directly at it because that could hurt your eyes. But you could just say whatever you notice about the sun during the day. And you could actually write sentence too. If you don't have a notebook to use, you can just try and fit them down here at the bottom of the paper. or somewhere on your contingency packet. All right, well, I hope you guys have a great day. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm here to help, and have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.